Chapter 3. Family Roles. In order to survive the rules of the alcoholic family system, the individual members of the system often adapt by taking on various roles. These roles are a natural extension of the family rules. When the members of the family have fixed roles, their behavior is predictable. The roles reduce the possibility of spontaneous behavior on the part of the family members. The alcoholic family is a very chaotic system, and the roles provide some stability. They also divert attention from the often bizarre behavior of the family to the behavior of the member who is playing a role. Each role serves the purpose of trying to maintain the status quo, and each person cast in a particular role is playing that role in order to survive a fearful and dangerous situation. The creation of roles is a direct result of the family members trying to cope with the disease of alcoholism. As the disease progresses, the rules and roles become more and more fixed and rigid. Using a fixed model of family roles is an effective tool to teach and to understand the dynamics of the alcoholic family. In reality, however, the family is much too complex to be put into a model. The roles that are most associated with the alcoholic family are often blended in actual family situations. Also, over a period of time, individual family members may play various roles according to the needs of the family. Below are some of the more common roles. Number 1. The hero. Tries to make the family look good by achieving success in school or work. Number 2. The scapegoat. Diverts attention from the family by getting into trouble. Number 3. The lost one. Hides out, tries not to make waves, draws attention by non-presence. Number 4. The clown. Lessens tension in the family by being funny and cute. Number 5. The placater. Tries to reduce conflict in the family by smoothing things over. Number 6. The enabler. Prevents the alcoholic from experiencing the consequences of his or her alcoholic behavior. The above roles are only generalizations of the roles that appear in alcoholic families. In the family, roles often become blended. It is not uncommon to have a clown, placater type, or a hero, scapegoat type. The combinations that evolve in the alcoholic family are astounding. Although the above roles are the most common and well-known, the alcoholic family is not limited to using just those. Roles can be created based on the needs of the family. One of the characteristics of the alcoholic family is having fixed roles for its members. Peter is an example of an ACA who maintained a fixed role throughout his life. He was the hero. He was an extremely successful stockbroker and had many material assets, including a large bank account. He was not an alcoholic. All of his life, as far back as he could remember, he had been successful. He had been at the top of his class at school, excelled in sports, seemed to have boundless energy, and engaged successfully in many activities. Peter's father, who was an alcoholic, failed at everything he tried to do. Peter assumed the role of the hero and tried to bring success to the family. At age 35, when he entered therapy, Peter was at the peak of his career. In spite of all his material successes, his marriage, to an active alcoholic, was falling apart. He felt that no matter what he did, it was never enough. He felt worthless and viewed himself as a failure. Peter was typical of many hero types. His external world looked great, as though he had anything anyone could want. His internal life, however, was full of self-doubt, feelings of worthlessness, and fear of failing. There are a significant number of instances where family members who are in fixed roles evolve in other roles or combinations of roles. The scapegoat can become the hero. The lost one can become the scapegoat. Although these changes generally occur over a period of time, sudden changes in the family, such as death, divorce, or blending with another alcoholic family, after a divorce and a remarriage with another alcoholic family, or ACA, can cause abrupt changes in the family roles. When Betty, an ACA, was a small child, she was primarily in the role of the lost one. She would stay in her room and read or play with her stereo. She never really got in anyone's way, and her school activities did not stand out. Compared to the rest of the family, she was almost invisible. When she became an adolescent, she began to get into trouble at school and started to make waves at home. The scapegoat-type behavior continued through high school and into college. After college, Betty became a hero and quite successful. Betty also became an alcoholic and received treatment for her alcoholism when she was 28. After she had been sober for 2 years, she joined an ACA's group. During group, she said she felt confused about her changing roles. She felt that she had moved from being a lost one to a scapegoat to being a hero, and now she felt she retained characteristics of all 3 roles. Betty's story is not unusual. Many ACAs move through different roles as they grow older. One ACA, an only child, reported that at various times during his childhood and teenage years, he felt that he played all of the above roles. In one way or another, all of the roles that are played in the alcoholic family enable the alcoholic to continue to drink and act in a way that is both self-destructive and harmful to the other members of the family. Family members enable the alcoholic to continue on the path of self-destruction by adapting to the alcoholic's behavior rather than confronting it. An ACA named Rick summed up his enabling behavior when he said, "I never thought of myself as an enabler of my father's drinking. I now see that my silence about what I saw and felt about his drinking really enabled him to continue to drink. Even though I was an adult, I still enabled him with my denial and silence." The importance of using roles as a method of identifying behavioral characteristics is unquestioned. It must be remembered, however, that the roles are a response to the rules of the alcoholic family, and the rules of the family are a response to the disease of alcoholism. The adult child must look beneath the rules and the roles and find the emotional states that exist. It is the releasing of the emotional states with the underlying fear, anger, and hurt that is one of the major cornerstones of recovery for ACAs.